Gemini Man is an action movie that came out, was it 2019? This movie had a really pretentious marketing ploy. You know, it had the music, the haunting. They kind of gave you the big main gist of it. Basically, an elite spy assassin is basically being pursued by a clone of his younger self. However, the movie doesn't takes a really long time to get to that aspect. There are some things to like about this movie and some things that I didn't. For one thing, I like the cast. You got Clive Owen, Will Smith, you've got Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I like the spy elements. They sort of inject the sort of sci-fi stuff maybe about like 45 minutes into the movie, but it doesn't really play up. They don't have like futuristic weapons. Maybe it could have been something that could have pursued if this entire movie was to take place in the future. You know, that'd be pretty cool. The cinematography is really great too. Sometimes the cinematography, however, does POV. Made the action sequences feel a little bit video game-like, but good acting. But overall, I think the movie just failed with its concept of, you know, a man versus a younger version of himself. I feel that the junior character doesn't really have a lot of angst. It's not earned. He doesn't have enough screen time, you know, because the way they presented him is he doesn't know anything about, you know, the target, when they should have made him out to be more like, you know, you have to kill, you know, the older version of yourself to take his place. But they didn't have that aspect in the movie. And they tried to throw in some other stuff going on at the end. The themes just don't really land. And you could have done this movie without spending all that money on making a younger Will Smith. You could have just had another actor who looked a little bit different, kind of like how they did in Looper, you know. Like, Joseph Gordon-Levitt doesn't look like Bruce Willis, but, you know, you can still make it work, you know. It's still feasible. People still buy it. This just kind of feels like a crappier version of Looper, to be honest. It has a lot of, like, you know, slick action sequences from the producer, Jerry Bruckheimer. But I can see that the pretentious marketing ploy, the movie feels kind of hollow. Doesn't do anything new for the science fiction genre or the action genre. I thoroughly enjoyed it though. You know, for me it was just like a turn your brain off action movie. You watch it, you enjoy it, never watch it again. I really liked Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I'll watch her in anything. So that was the main draw for me. Overall, that's it. It's just you know, an average action movie that costs way too much for a concept that didn't really play out. That didn't really hit emotionally. So I give Gemini Man a 5 out of 10.